Guys, are we getting a PlayStation showcase this month? I think we might be, and I'll tell you why shortly.
Show me what you know.
Alright guys, welcome to today's video. Thank you for watching. Do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. That helps support and grow the community here on YouTube. If you enjoy content about the gaming industry and PlayStation news, rumors and leaks, please consider subscribing or becoming a channel member. So we have news from Insomniac Games about Wolverine, and Insomniac Games has revealed that it will share more news on Marvel's Wolverine for the PS5 when the time is right. And they made it clear that it's not quite ready to do so just right now, responding to a user on X who simply said, "Wolverine news please." Insomniac simply stated, "We will share news when the time is right, and the right time is not quite now." Insomniac Games has had a rough time of it this year after the company was hacked and details about the Wolverine game leaked across the internet, including a playable build that led to DMCAs being issued to those who downloaded the game. Wolverine's game release date has not been announced yet, although it's very unlikely we will see the game this year. Back in October 2023, Insomniac Games confirmed that the highly anticipated game will take place in the same universe as Marvel's Spider-Man, indicating that there could be a crossover of characters, or at least at the very least we could get to see Spider-Man or Miles Morales, or even both featured in the Wolverine game. Perhaps Insomniac are not ready to reveal more about the game just yet, but maybe they're saving that for the actual showcase next week, which I'll come on to shortly. But yeah, Insomniac have had a pretty rough time of it with their game being revealed, certainly the early build being revealed, and if they were planning on releasing the game in 2025, we can absolutely be confident that's been pushed back. I think the earliest, if we're being very hopeful, I think the earliest we'll get this game will be the end, so the fall of 2026, if we're lucky, right? So if they've kept that build and developed on it, 2026, Christmas time, end of the year, fall, whatever you want to call it, towards the end of 2026. Okay, let's move on. I briefly discussed news of a new boxing game coming to PlayStation in a couple of videos ago, and the new boxing game rumored to be coming out in October. Well, that's been confirmed. So there is a little update from the developers at Steel City Interactive and PlayOn have announced that Undisputed, which is the boxing game, will launch on all platforms on October the 11th of this year, after the game has officially left PC early access. If you're looking for a new boxing game on the PS5, this is worth checking out. Undisputed will receive a digital Dulux WBC edition for around 80 quid, giving players 3 days early access to the boxing simulation title, plus in-game items. You get the fighter pack, the apparel pack, and the era pack. So Undisputed looks to offer the most authentic boxing game in over a decade, and they offer multiple boxers, 70 licensed boxers, including Tyson Fury, Usyk, Alvarez, and Roy Jones Jr. Players will be able to customize the fighter, play a comprehensive career mode, which you see, so you build a team, negotiate contracts, and train the fighter. And it all sounds great. Definitely a game I'm looking forward to. And now with the game having left PC early access, the development team must surely be happy with it now and can focus for the next 5 months or so on the in-game polish along with their marketing campaign. Definitely day and date for me. The only thing I'm considering and wondering is, should I go for the early access or not? I imagine the game will be around £60 in the UK. So the early edition version, right, the Dulux edition is probably going to be £80 in the UK. You get kind of 3 days early access and you get the additional perks as well. I'll have to think about this, but I am tempted. Maybe I'll do a live stream on the boxing game. I think that would be interesting rather than your typical Call of Duty or FIFA games. I think that might be interesting. So I'll have a think about that and I'll let you guys know in a future video. But let's move on. So typically before a showcase is announced, rumors of games and projects start to leak. This is just typical ahead of a showcase, and it usually happens as the development teams now start to deal with a wider network of people. More individuals are involved in the process, from the marketing and advertising side of things, event organizers, affiliated partners. The devs are now not only dealing with their own employees, but many second and third party organizations too. So you typically start to see snippets of information leaking about certain games or studios or projects that might be in the works. Also during the month of May, Sony has held PlayStation showcases before in the past, and incidentally, very close to when shareholders have been updated on business strategy, and soon after Sony announces a showcase. And this has happened on the last couple of occasions in May. And Sony incidentally do have a business group meeting for the shareholders right about now, actually. So an announcement of a showcase, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen now. Also take into consideration that we have games like Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, and their relationship is very closely tied to Sony. Therefore, you'd expect those developments of those games to confirm a release date and show gamers a new trailer just to get the hype train going for those games. I mean, they are coming out this year. We're only talking a few months away. Sony has also got a game called Concord, which is a live service multiplayer game releasing this year, and I'm sure following a massive success that Helldivers 2 was. But from a PlayStation perspective, what do they learn from that release? You know, the PSN connection was a disaster, right? So surely they're thinking, if Concord's launching, let's get the PSN stuff sorted out first, make sure it works, and then we'll release it simultaneously on PS5 and PC. But we need more information. We don't know when it's coming out, right? We need more. We actually need to see gameplay, proper trailer. So that will be tied to a showcase too. And it wouldn't be surprising if we had a Sony showcase announced during the weekend coming, so from Friday through to Monday, with a showcase set for the 30th of May. So expect an announcement over the next 3 to 4 days. Then there's also the massive discount and sales Sony PlayStation are offering. So Sony is reportedly set to hold an annual PlayStation Days of Play promotion for 2024, starting next Wednesday, the 29th of May, possibly coinciding with a rumored showcase, which is what everybody wants. Or it could be a state of play, which nobody wants. I think many people are going to be bitterly disappointed if it is a state of play. It's increasingly likely that the rumored big PlayStation event is going to happen next week, and an announcement could come anytime now. The report comes from a very reliable leaker called Bill Kun. Hope I haven't butchered that name, but Bill Kun is the reliable leaker. He has an impeccable track record when it comes to PlayStation leak. And according to them, Days of Play 2024, the promotion will run from Wednesday the 29th of May until Wednesday the 12th of June. Prior to Bill Kun's report, another insider, and he is also again reliable, Nick Baker, claimed that he heard something about a PlayStation event on the 28th, give or take a day or two, due to time zone differences and so on. So everything's pointing to next week for a PlayStation event. And Bill Kun states that the Sony discounts will offer a flat 25% discount across all PS Plus tiers, and this will apply to all users regardless of whether they are new, returning, or current subscribers. The report also claims that there will be discounts on PS5 Slim, disc version, and digital consoles, and the PSVR 2 price will also be slashed by around €100, possibly $100, right? $100. DualSense controllers, not including the Edge, disappointingly, will also be reduced. You can also expect the big PS Store promotion on digital games as well. So there'll be some really interesting deals coming next week if you're looking to pick up some digital games or some products from Sony. I'm on the lookout for a new controller, so I might see what I can get in terms of a DualSense controller. And if we don't hear from Sony about an event by Tuesday the 28th of May, I don't think we're going to get a showcase, possibly until maybe after the Xbox showcase later in the year in June, right? So maybe there's something there. But if we don't hear by Tuesday, we're not going to get an event, disappointingly. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments about today's topics. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.